Bro, what the is this? Oh my god.
Weird. I'm getting out of this spot. I'm telling you, that's
Since 2017, Phil, the quiet force behind the YouTube channel Hike Slam, has documented the woods with the same gentle, familiar style. His videos drift through slow, steady pans and hushed trails, the kind of footage that makes viewers feel like they're following just a few steps behind him. For years, his journeys along the Appalachian Trail followed an almost meditative pattern. Travel light, pitch camp, savor the stillness. But the night before Thanksgiving in 2021 broke that rhythm. Close to home,
the weirdness continues. What the hell? I check out the shelter log here. I hang out by the fire. Almost every shelter on the Appalachian Trail has a shelter log where people write in their trail names and what's going on. They can write whatever they want in there. So it's kind of cool tradition here. So let's see what this one says. Alright, let's see what's happened recently. Holy crap. Wait a second. Hold on, I'm adjust the camera here. This writing looks almost exactly like the writing that was on that garbage a couple of miles from here. 2018, while I was incarcerated at the Okaloosa County Jail. What the heck? In solitary confinement, I figured the following out. Refer to Isaiah 28:15 through 9.
on a stretch of trail he knew by heart, Phil stumbled upon something that didn't belong. Scribbled notes inside a shelter hinting at fear, isolation, and someone who clearly didn't feel safe. Then he spotted the strangest detail of all, a half-full Gatorade bottle hanging from a cord, a handwritten message dangling from it like a warning. Trying to shake the uneasiness, Phil pitched his tent inside the shelter, hoping the night would settle into the usual calm. Instead, he woke to the unmistakable sound of footsteps outside, slow, deliberate, circling him. Not wildlife, someone. When he edged his camera toward the opening, it captured a figure with a headlamp sweeping through the darkness before slipping out of sight again. He packed quietly, stepped back onto the trail, and hiked the entire way to his truck in total darkness, glancing over his shoulder far more than he cared to admit. He reached home safely. But the night never stopped echoing in his mind. Nearly 3 years later, in October 2024, he returned to that same shelter to see what remained, whether the strange writings were still pinned there, whether the place still carried that unnerving stillness, and whether the person who left those messages ever truly left the woods. To see what Phil found, you'll have to visit his channel. One thing is certain. That night revealed a side of the Appalachian wilderness rarely caught on camera. The feeling that someone had been out there long before Phil arrived, watching, waiting to see who would read their words next. On April 4th, 2024, TikTok creator Dustin Frazier posted a chilling video from a small cabin buried deep in the Appalachian Mountains. In the clip, he waits for a DoorDash delivery when sudden, sharp knocks echo through the cabin door. But when he checks outside, the porch is empty. Moments later, the knocking starts again. Dustin steps out into the cold night air, opens the door once more, and again, no one is there. At least, not on the porch. Just beyond the edge of the porch light, across the narrow road, a shadowy figure stands between the trees, barely visible. With his eyes watering from fear and his breath shaking.
Come on. Okay. It's not currently in there. Why Please.
Dustin films himself trying to hold it together. He's alone in the cabin, and the terror in his expression makes it painfully clear he knows it. The video ends without resolution. The following day, Dustin uploads a second clip, this time from an airport terminal. He looks exhausted, explaining that he fled his mum's cabin at sunrise. He refused to spend another night there, grabbed the earliest ticket available, and flew straight to New York. Since then, no new information has surfaced. No identity, no explanation, no trace of the mysterious woman who stood outside his door. The questions remain. Who was she? What did she want? And why didn't she leave? The uncertainty lingers, a reminder that life in the Appalachian Mountains can be far more unsettling than most people ever imagine. Next on the list is Mo Sari, a well-known YouTuber behind his self-titled channel, famous for diving into everything from eerie cabins to abandoned forests. Mo is constantly chasing the unknown, exploring some of the most remote and unsettling places on the planet. On September 28, 2023, he and his friend Aldo headed deep into the Appalachian Mountains to investigate an isolated stretch of wilderness. What they didn't realize was that they were about to encounter something far more disturbing than any ghost story rumors of feral people said to inhabit the region. From the moment they stepped into the woods, the atmosphere felt heavy, tense, and wrong. As they trekked deeper into the mountain forest, they eventually came across a makeshift shelter.
All right, so we're officially lost somehow. No clue where the hell we are, but we're trying to make our way out. We took a wrong path somewhere in the darkness. As you guys can see, it's freaking dark. No bueno. Probably the worst thing we did is take a shortcut.
But a roof overhead doesn't always mean safety, and this one felt anything but inviting. Before long, the pair found themselves hopelessly lost.
Oh!
What?
Yo, shelter. Yes. Shelter.
Oh.
Bro, what the f is this?
What the hell is this?
Oh my god, yes. We're so exhausted, guys. Oh my god.
For hours, we randomly find this?
I think we should just try to get the hell out of here. We're pretty rested now. We've been here for a few hours.
Yeah.
I feel rested.
Yeah.
And I had some of my snacks to give me a bit of energy. I am still thirsty, but whatever.
I had some Skittles.
I think we should just keep heading out on trails.
Let's just go slowly.
Yeah.
Slowly but surely.
Yeah, 100%.
And we'll make it, I think.
All right, that's what we're gonna do.
No matter which direction they tried, they somehow ended up circling back to the same shelter, exhausted, freezing, and completely disoriented. Mo's main cameras had died, leaving only his GoPro with enough battery to capture one final update. Fortunately, the fact that this video, and many more afterward,
It was a tiring night, man.
That was creepy, man. We actually, as you guys saw, we took turns staying awake, but I guess the sun is finally coming out. So soon everything's gonna be lit up, but we can actually start to see now. So
Yeah.
we can probably start finding our way out of here.
But we're not at the woods yet. We still have quite a bit of a hike out of here. Like
Yeah.
a lot of a hike.
How's your battery doing? Mine's almost dead, man.
I'm using my GoPro now because my other camera died. My night vision camera, it died. I don't have any more batteries for it. I only have half a battery left for this. So
Yeah.
it's morning now. We're gonna find our way out of here and get the f out. I'm never coming back here again.
Me
That was a
neither.
terrifying night.
were posted online is a strong sign that Mo and Aldo did manage to escape the Appalachian Mountains in the end. On November 6th, 2024, Brant, the YouTuber behind Brant Hikes, uploaded one of the most unsettling videos his channel has ever seen. His content usually revolves around hiking, most often along the Appalachian Mountains, a place he knows almost as well as his own backyard. But on this particular trip, while walking a stretch of trail he'd crossed hundreds of times, a simple overnight outing quickly unraveled into something far more disturbing. The video opens peacefully enough. Morning coffee, soft birdsong, and Brant's calm voice outlining his plans for the day. For most of the footage, everything feels normal. It's just him, alone, trekking through the quiet, empty Appalachian wilderness. After several hours on the trail, he arrives at an unoccupied shelter, a rare find on the Appalachian Trail. Still, Brand prefers sleeping under a tarp rather than inside shelters, so he carries on. Eventually, he reaches Rocky Mountain campsite. Just a short distance down a narrow side trail, he finds exactly what he likes. A flat, secluded patch of ground well away from other hikers. Perfect for the night. But as he begins settling in, Brandt sees something that freezes him in place. Up the mountain, a lone hiker appears on the trail ahead. Brandt watches the man for a moment before returning to his tasks. But when he reaches the point where the hiker should have passed, he realizes something terrifying. He never saw the man come down.
Hey, talk about creepy. I was just down at that cell site there checking it out, talking about it, and I heard and saw a hiker coming down the trail. And I thought I'd stay at the campsite and wait for the hiker to pass. And the hiker never passed, and there's nobody here, and it's freaking me out right now. I've got chills up and down my spine. And I saw a person with a pack on, wearing hiking clothes. There's no way they passed me. Yeah, this is weird. I'm getting out of this spot. I'm telling you, that's
And Brandt knows this region by memory. There are no hidden turnoffs, no alternate routes, and nowhere someone could vanish without being seen. The realization sends a deep shiver through him. Feeling unnerved, he abandons his planned campsite and keeps moving. As he hikes away from the area, he mentions that this wasn't the first time he'd seen someone that day, but he doesn't get the chance to explain. His camera battery begins dying, forcing him to cut the recording short.
you know, honestly, that's the second time today that's happened. And the first time is when I was sawing that log, and I looked over and I was like, oh, someone's coming up the trail. The log will be sawed for them when they get here, and there was never anybody there.
In his final update, Brandt says he intends to put as much distance as possible between himself and that part of the mountain before nightfall, hoping he'll find a safer spot to rest once he's far enough away. And with that, the video ends. In this video, everything seemed normal at first. Two friends were out magnet fishing, pulling up some interesting finds along the way. Street signs, a shopping cart, and even an old, debris-covered antique gun. But after about 30 minutes, Jason's magnet snagged something unusual. A crumpled, dirty bag. When they opened it, tangled in a chain, they discovered something truly shocking. Amid the barking of a dog and the excitement of their adventure, the day came to a sudden stop.
Someone just like stomp on this thing repeatedly. There's something in that bag. Oh, no. Oh my gosh. Are you serious? Oh my gosh. You've got to be kidding. That's illegal, isn't it?
Yes, it's illegal.
Oh my god.
Baby doggy.
That is so sad, dude. What the? Yeah, seriously.
As Britton shook the bag, a tiny puppy tumbled onto the ground. Judging by its condition, it had likely only been trapped for a few days. Thankfully, it showed no signs of decomposition. Stunned by the discovery, the trio agreed to continue exploring the canal for a little while, planning to return to the puppy afterward. But it wasn't long before an uneasy feeling crept in. Something about the area just felt wrong.
This canal is making me feel a little bit uneasy, not even gonna lie. Like, we've already found a dog. We've already found a bunch of just sketchy knives and graffiti everywhere. Oh my gosh, and speaking of which, are you serious?
Record me picking it up.
No, dude, that's sad.
Oh
my.
Oh yeah, just found that duck. It's already dead.
Sad, man.
That's terrible.
Oh my gosh. This is sad, man. Dude, You do it, man. Oh my god. That is so sad.
Thankfully, there are still kind-hearted people in the world, like Britton, Jeff, and Riley. While this little puppy didn't get the proper welcome the first time, it certainly received the love and care it deserved when they returned.
The allergy just happened.